Good day, everybody! This is BA Radiant Dawn, and I am here to talk a little bit about the Double Special Heroes banner coming up in less than 12 hours. It is a pretty solid banner. I'm going to put all my final thoughts at on the last picture of the video here. And, yeah, let's dig into it. So, in the red corner, standing tall at one of the best duo units in the game, we have Duolith. So, Duolith. If you've played Ether Raids at all, you should know how much of a threat Duolith is on a Cav line with Legendary Sigurd, with Knots, with Selena, with Reinhardt, with any other Cav line units. They're an absolute monster. I'm gonna go he because Lif is in charge and it is Duolith, so he is an absolute menace. Like, damn, is he scary. On a Cav line, you can't run. You cannot really run. You cannot really hide. You can't really do squat. You have to try to like rush in there. Duolith is a duo unit. Duo units activate the defensive structure that makes harmonized and that like negates or makes harmonized or duo skills not able to activate for X turns. So that's really useful. Again, Cav line uses Duolith all the time, and it's absolutely terrifying. I fought a few of those before. Fatal Smoke is an absolute menacing skill. It's not even a menace skill, but oh god, imagine a Fatal Smoke, but a Fatal Menace. Ugh. That'd be nasty. Anyway, Tome Cavs have great range, especially with Legendary Sigurd, with everything else. That's kind of nuts. That's like, what, 5, 6, 7 range? Because they normally have 3, Knots 4, Sigurd 5, and then there are Tomes, so that's 7. Yeah, they could just, like, move across the stage and one-shot you. It's ridiculous. The only cons for Duolith, really, are Red Tome. Guinevere likes to say hello. Or Guinevere? However you want to. I've always pronounced it Guinevere, but it's Guinevere, I guess. Either way. She will nuke Duolith. Any high-res blue tome units or blue units, Ronan would like to say hi as well. That's gonna really suck for Duolith. Cavalry effectiveness. Any cavalry effective weapons will just decimate him. Unless that maybe like Brave Micaiah, because he's color advantage, possibly. And also he damages allies whenever he attacks after combat. He deals damage to the nearest ally, and it's a global range. So even if they're like 5 million miles away, he will still damage them, which is kind of bad. But on a unit that's so powerful, there needs to be a drawback, and that's pretty reasonable, because on a ranged Cav line, you don't really need the HP doesn't matter. You're just gonna fly in like a freaking, I don't know where I'm going with that metaphor, but you just fly in, run in, and just one shot anyway, so the HP doesn't really matter. Next up we have Harmonized Dorothea. So Harmonized Dorothea is the one I'm most excited about, because she's currently now the only duo harmonized unit I do not have. I just pulled the pirate Hinoka Camilla like last night, just from a YOLO summon, so I'm happy about that. That's one less banner for me to summon on, by the way. So I'm only missing Harmonized Dorothea, and I will not stop until I get her. And in case you guys didn't notice, we have 2 harmonized / duo units on the same color. This is the first time this has ever happened. And because of how the banner's set up, if you pull a 5-star, you will get Dorothea or Lif. There's no pity breaks, there's no none of that. It's just, there's these 8 units. If you get a 5-star, you're guaranteed them. So if you get a 5-star on a red, you either get a really good Cav or a really good Dancer. There's no in between. And you know what? I'm all for it. So, Harmonized Dorothea. Again, harmonized unit, the duo harmonized defense structure, yada yada yada, Dancer shenanigans. So, Harmonized Dorothea can be used to extend plays, Wings of Mercy, flying mobility. She can go pretty decently far and extend the defense plays, but I'd prefer honestly using her on offense just because she can dance and then she can use her Harmonized skill to double dance. Resonant Battles loves Dorothea, loves who was that? Sita. Any of the harmonized units that can double dance is amazing. Or even single dance, but extends plays. It's beautiful. I love it. So, yeah, a harmonized skill dances, and not only does it dance for units from the same games, so 3 houses, and I can't remember who the other person is off the top of my head. I want to say Binding Blade? Or Genealogy. I can't remember. I can't remember who the other person is behind her because I don't have her. Anyway, so any units from the same games as these two, either one of them. The Harmonized skill will boost stats. I think it's defense and res. It dances and it negates foes when any units from the same game are in combat. They negate or prevent the follow-up of the enemy, which is absolutely insane. So the enemy cannot double, which is absolutely amazing. I love that. Dorothea is a cav. Oh, no, not cav. She's a flying red tome, so kind of the same issue as Lif. Red tome. Guinevere. One shot. Bows kind of suck when you're a flyer, and when you have 16 defense, any bow will one-shot you, which is kind of nasty. The low defense overall is just bad, and on defense, isolation is a problem. Isolation, Milla, there was a harmonized or duo unit that did isolation. I can't remember who it is, though. Give me one quick second here, because I'm actually curious. Because I know I have them, I just don't remember who it is. Oh, Hilda! I think it's Duo Hilda. Yeah, Isolation. Yeah, so Isolation kind of sucks on dancers overall, because then they can't do anything. Isolation also hits save skill units pretty hard, so that's always it's always fun. Anyway, yeah, that's Harmonized Dorothea in a nutshell. She's pretty good. I like her. I want her because I don't have her. She's the only one I don't have. Gotta get her. Finally, gotta complete the set again. Okay. Next up we have New Year Velouria. She's not bad. She's not amazing either, but she's got some pretty solid fodder. Distant counter, no follow-up, can't go wrong. Her weapon, special charge, +1 per attack, so she's got like a, kind of like a partial blade effect, like heavy blade, stuff like that. Quickens support partner special. So if they're within 2 spaces of her, I think at start of turn, then they get like -1 cooldown on their special or something, which is pretty handy. Or she gives the blade effect. I can't remember which one it is, but overall, she's a pretty good unit. Great fodder. The only cons I could think of for her is she's a beast unit. So beast effective weapons are gonna kind of eat through her defenses. Her defense is good. Her res is bad. She has really low res, so... and she's a blue beast. So a green tome could probably eat through her pretty easy. But overall, she's a pretty solid unit. I can't complain. Blue's also pretty good. Plegian Katarina. So, Plegian Katarina is an absolute menace. So, she is a red tome flyer, I do believe. Oh no, blue tome flyer, sorry. I do believe. And she's pretty damn good. Her weapon inflicts huge debuffs on the foe. I think it's like any debuffs they have on any stat gets multiplied, which is insane. With 43 base speed and that kit and the follow flambeau, she will double you. There's no, unless you completely prevent follow-ups, she will double you and she will more than likely kill you. 51 attack and 43 speed on a tome is insane. And, you know, flyer mobility. She can move across obstacles. She can move across mountains and all that fun stuff, which is pretty solid. Her fodder is pretty good. Attack speed solo 4 is always nice to see. And attack res rain. She hits like a truck. Yeah, basically, let me see. Even assuming no debuffs on the foe, 43 speed, that's 50 with attack speed solo 4. And then for attack, 51, 58, 62 essential attack. Which is absolutely insane. Same issues as Dorothea. She has low defense. Her res is not bad. And I put the chill skill as a con because chill skills are kind of trash. They're like the worst possible B slot. Which sucks because there's not many good B slot skills for ranged flyers. It's kind of nasty. But yeah, chill skill, bad. But overall, great unit. She hits like a truck. She's good. Plegian Tharja. Same kind of thing as Plegian Katarina. So, her weapon is actually inheritable, so that's a major plus. It's one of the best inheritable tomes in the game. Inflicts huge debuffs to attack res. Her speed's not as high as Katarina's, but it's not bad, so she will more than likely W. And again, flyer mobility. This banner has a lot of flying units, because so far we've had Dorothea, Katarina, Tharja. I mean, that's a good amount, and Year Plumeria also. It's like half the banner are flyers, which is crazy. As usual, low defense. The inheritable tome requires her to be solo, which could be an issue. Like in Ponzaloki, you wouldn't want to use her tome because you will never really... Well, you will kind of be solo when you're attacking, but when you're under attacked, you won't be, so it's only half as effective. So in situations where you want to be close to allies, like save skill units or something, this is not going to be the tome for you. But overall, she's a pretty solid unit. And I put a no B skill as a con because they could have put something there. So that means you actually have to invest a little bit into her to make her better. So that's a con to me, but overall, again, pretty good unit. Next up we have Valentines Alfonse. I saw this bugger so damn much during Ponzaloki this round. I didn't end up getting my new high score. I still capped at like 11,200, by the way. So yeah, he's a demote, which is not great. He's got really low speed. He needs bold fighter in order to actually be able to double. Any of the fighter skills he needs in order to double, which is kind of eh. And he's an armored unit, so armored mobility is kind of a problem. But he comes up with one of the, I think it's like, I want to say the Plegian Torch is the best, and then Amity Blooms. This is one of the best inheritable tomes in the game. It's really solid. I'm actually curious. I can't remember off the top of my head what it does. Give me one moment here. I'll see if I can find an Alphonse. I should still have one. I don't know why I would fodder him. Oh no, maybe I just never pulled him. That's unfortunate. If I remember correctly, Amity Blooms, it heals after attacking, and it has an attack and res boost to it, I think. So it's not bad. And Bold Fighter is more accessible. On his initial banner, he came in as one of those 4-star or 5-star units. Bold Fighter being in a technically, potentially kind of 4-star, is pretty solid. But Bold Fighter's not my style. I prefer Vengeful because I run a lot of save skills. But yeah, overall, he's pretty solid, but his fodder is kind of trash. Defense Res form is like, who cares? Bold Fighter, could have been Vengeful. The Bold Fighter's okay. Overall, the main con for me is he's a demote. You don't really want to pull him as a 5-star unless you're trying to build him. Next up, Year Plumeria. So again, flyer, kind of a problem there. Low defense. She gets one shot by any archer. However, oh, and she has low speed. She's all attack and res, which is good against mages, bad against anything else. It's not mages. So, again, isolation can affect her. She is a flying archer dancer, which is a really unique combo. I think she's like the only one with that combination, which is kind of cool. She has really good res, really solid attack. She's got pretty okay fodder. She has close ward and attack defense range 3. Close ward is attack and res boost, and she can counter attack at close range against any magic type attackers. So like dragons and such, if I remember correctly. Hang on, I have her. I could double check this. Yeah, if Magic Staff or Dragon Stove foe initiates combat, unit can counterattack regardless of range, except any magic type unit attacks. So the close counter part of it is only effective against dragons. Attack res +5, disables foes skills that calculate damage using the lower. So she negates adaptive damage and says screw you to any magic types. Nice. Close ward, attack defense range. She needs quick riposte in order to double. That's the only way she can double. And without quick riposte in the B slot, you can have it as a seal if you have it, which is pretty cool. But she needs quick riposte in order to double. Otherwise, she ain't doing squat. She's hitting once like a truck, but that's it. A lot of people built her with a Brave Bow system because she hits like an absolute truck. So they capitalized on her attack stat and then slapped on a Brave Bow on top, which is absolutely hilarious. I love that. Yeah, she's a flying archer dancer, so she can do the Wings of Mercy, dance, shenanigans. She's pretty good. And last and least impressive is Plegian Raphael. So he's got the bow. It's pretty good. It's like it compounds attack debuffs, attack and defense, I think, which is solid. But that's about it. He's got good attack and defense. That's all I can really say about him. Again, he needs skills to double. Armor mobility kind of sucks. He's got low speed and res, so fast mages will just eat through him. I'm pretty sure Dancer Micaiah, built correctly, can not only double him, but can definitely kill him. And his fodder is not even that good either. Odd follow-up, who cares? Attack smoke. Was it Kaze or Chad that had that? I think it's Chad. And he's in the 4-star pool, so why would you want a Raphael for that? Let me see, I want to make sure I'm right. Oh no, it's Kaze. Okay. So yeah, Kaze comes with attacks. Overall, if you want to fodder Plegian Raphael, you just want to fodder his bow. Fun fact, on the original banner, like the Plegian banner, I got up to like 9 or 10%, and the only 5-star I got was Raphael, and I was so upset about that, I literally turned him into feathers. I sent him home. That's how mad I was. So that's why I'm glad this banner's returning, because I wanted Dorothea then, and I want her still now. Yeah, overall, Plegian Raphael is probably the worst on this banner in terms of base kits. In terms of utility, you could do some things with him, I guess, but I personally wouldn't. I'm not going to use him. Oh. And yeah, So that is the units on the banner. So overall, for this banner, red is freaking godly. It is the best color. Great units for various modes. You have dragons and tomes. Oh no, you don't have dragons. You have beasts and tomes for Pawns of Loki, which is nice. Blue beasts. Well, you have blue beast in terms of Velouria. You got multiple different tomes. You got red cav. You got flying red. You got flying blue. You got an archer as well for the archer time for Pawns of Loki. Ether raids. Lift for defense. Dorothea for offense. Plumeria for offense. You can do Alfonse for defense with a save skill. It's got this banner has a lot of options, and the fodder is pretty solid from almost every unit. The only unit that doesn't really have fodder is Raphael, who could just fodder his bow. That's it. Cons. This is somewhat of an imbalanced banner, because almost every double special heroes banner up to this point has had like one duo or harmonized in this color and one in another. This is the first time there's ever been double, where both two units that are the same color are both duo or harmonized, which is absolutely insane. And the other con is the demotes are kind of bad. Raphael is just awful. Like, I'm sorry to you Raphael fans, just base kit Raphael is just terrible, and base kit Alphonse is not the greatest. He's not bad, but I see more utility use for him than Raphael. Anyway, yeah, so in order of the colors, I would say red is obviously the best, and then blue, then colorless, then colorless and green are a toss-up, because on the plus side, like, I think Plumeria beats Tharja, but Alphonse beats Raphael, so it's kind of a toss-up. So it's like red, blue, tie between green and colorless. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of the graphics that I did. It took me a while, but I wanted to test something out. Like, I wanted to test this out, so I hope that it goes well. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get a little bit more fancy with graphics and stuff, and yeah, I hope you guys stick around for it. But yeah, again, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, this is B Rated On signing off. Bye!